Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the digital asset investor. I've had 2 baseball practices canceled today due to rain, and that's a good thing because I'm tired already. It's been a long baseball week already. But every once in a while, we love baseball, but every once in a while we want to take a little break, you know. We have had some really good news come out today throughout the day. This is from Stefan Thomas, who left Ripple to start Coil. Finally, Cinnamon Video. I had never heard of this, folks, till I read this today. I had no idea about this. Didn't even know it was in the works. Finally, Cinnamon Video is public, so you guys can get it as excited as I am. I love their style, both graphically and philosophically. Can't wait for the beta to launch. Go sign up to their mailing list so you don't miss out. And then XRP Crypto Wolf had also done a tweet on it. Shout out to Cinnamon Video, who will become a video streaming platform with exclusive content for Coil members and are using the Interledger protocol. They could even possibly become the next YouTube, so you never know. Now, wow. So I went to their website. People keep asking me if this cinnamon has anything to do with me talking about cinnamon in my coffee, and the truth is, I'm sure it does not, because these people, I don't know anybody at Cinnamon, and I'm sure that they came up with their own little slogan or anything, but I do like their name, and so I did sign up for this. You can go here and you can get signed up so that they will keep you posted. It said, hello, we're creating a new video streaming service offer for you. Video creators deserve more, and we can't wait to show you what's possible using Coil and Interledger protocol. Well, I can't wait to see what they're doing. That should be pretty interesting. You know, every day, and this is one of the things that I tell you a lot. It's not just Ripple, the company, just that represents one use case. It's probably the biggest use case that encompasses the most for XRP. But there are literally many use cases that are being worked on right now. Many that are being hatched from the Spring initiative that Ripple created. And then there are literally hundreds and thousands of future use cases that we don't even know about yet. Imagine your baby that's in the crib out there right now, 10, 20 years from now could be working on a use case for XRP. And there's only 100 billion XRP. That's all there ever will be. Imagine what over time with future use cases and XRP being used, what does that do to the value of this digital asset, the greatest digital asset ever created? It's amazing to think. I mean, we often, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day, oh, well, the market's down and all this and that kind of thing. It's easy to get caught up in all that. But we're on a very short timeline when we're talking about this bear market we've been in. There is imagine what all is going to be done over the mid to long run. Even though I'm convinced that the markets will do great in the short to mid run, imagine the development and the things that are going to be done. It's going to be amazing. Okay, this is from C3 Nick. Now this guy is the founder and CEO of Mercury FX, Alistair Constance. And he was there was a video going around of him speaking. Remember, Mercury FX is using xRapid now, which uses XRP for cross-border payments. He says xRapid is the future. I mean, this is the CEO of a company. He doesn't work for Ripple. Okay. Mexican corridor is live and being used by some corporates, soon going live with the Philippines corridor. When you start to look at how the economics stack in favor of Ripple and xRapid payment, the numbers are actually quite eye-watering. Notable quotes number 2. It is 2 countries today. It could be 10 before the middle of the year. What stops it being any more than that? We have plans for the Middle East, Canada imminently. What's really exciting is that xRapid brings access to new markets. This is unbelievable, folks, because this is one company. And remember, this is one company that has competition. And competition is looking at what they're doing right now. And you better believe the phones at Ripple are ringing. Because when your competitors are going live with something as groundbreaking, fast, and cheap as this in the payments industry, you better believe their competitors are scrambling around. If they don't, it's their death. They have to. These companies will die, just like Sears and Kmart are dying as a result of Amazon. These companies will die. The payment companies will die. The banks will die. It's just a slow death if they do not get on board with what's going on with digital assets. And next from C3 Nick, he tweeted this as well. This was the Euro Exim Bank, Graham Bright. He's the head of compliance and operations for them. Says it is about the velocity, volume, veracity, and value of Euro Exim Bank's international payment processes. So he did a whole thing. And then Dr. T had come in and done a little more thorough thing on this. Velocity, speed, transmission, settlement, volume, low value, high volume, veracity, real-time finality of payments and rates, value, buy, sell with full transaction visibility and without price change. And then you go down here. I think that they must have been doing slides or a presentation. Trade finance, Euro Exim Bank, this is a bit about them. Trade finance across 80 countries, exotic corridors, difficult to get liquidity, challenge getting fast, reliable, secure, trusted service, growth potential, banking the unbanked in regions like Africa, Far East. Euro Exim Bank, this is a quote, we've got goods moving around in container ships, the changing ownership before they get from one place to another. They need to have a currency available as it changes ownership from one part to another. And then he goes on, why XRP versus fiat? It takes days for a ship to get from one place to another. Now think of aircraft taking goods from UK to Brussels, and our ownership can change during that time. Payment needs to be made in real time. We need to find right payment solution. It's interesting they're talking about shipping containers, and Chris Larson made a comparison with XRP and shipping containers a while back. I remember, I think it was Chris Larson. Okay, this is from XRP Crypto Wolf, who is like doing backflips on the ball these days. Like Sergeant Obi-Wan is the same way. He says, here's a video of Samsung Galaxy S10 now priming their phones with blockchain tutorials, and also shows the crypto wallet integration on the Galaxy S10. Something I keep saying to you all, and that is that not only are you going to see adoption all around you, you are literally going to be wrapped in digital assets. And this is just one example. They're literally putting tutorials on these phones to sell digital assets to the consumer and make them comfortable and make them understand. What you're looking at right now is in Korea. And just watch this briefly. They're trying to teach, they're educating the customer on blockchain, knowing that those customers are going to become comfortable with interacting and using digital assets as money and for purchases and for storing them on these phones. You see where it's all going. Then this is from Mr. Cool Daddy. I thought this was hilarious. You know, the other day, I'm not going to get into this article, but the other day, the Bitcoin people with the Lightning Network, they announced like it was some groundbreaking thing that you could now tip with Bitcoin on Twitter. Well, because of Wheat's Win, our in-house XRP community genius, we've been tipping with XRP for the last year on Twitter, and without hiccups. Well, he says, this is from Mr. Cool Daddy at Eric Vale Naylor 2. Another POW epic fail. Micropayments crash the Lightning Network. Twitter button crypto briefing. And it literally crashed when they took it up, and they literally had to tell these people to let their servers have a break. I mean, how embarrassing. But it's just further proof. As I was talking about today, all of these Bitcoin people, they know how much better XRP is than Bitcoin. They know it. And the fact that they ignore it is really crazy. It's unbelievable. Okay, I wanted to show you something really cool that I saw today. This is a tweet from Abu Cobby, at ABUCOBBY. And he tweeted this: at Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, worker noticed my Ripple shirt and told me XRP, quote, XRP is the future, ran home, grabbed him a t-shirt, and gave him his first XRP tip using the XRP tip bot. Thanks, Wheat Say Win, for making this possible. Now, folks, this is a worker, just some random worker, and out of nowhere tells this guy XRP is the future. The world's about to change, folks. I hope that you're a part of it if you're listening to my voice, because this is unbelievable. This is just some random person out in the world in Abu Dhabi, really? Abu Dhabi, I guess is how you say that. Finally, I wanted to show you this. I said something in a video either yesterday or today. I said, if you drink coffee, the worst possible thing that can happen to you is to buy it, wake up the next morning, and realize you bought decaf. And that was my quote, I think, from yesterday. And I stand by that quote. That is my nightmare. I did, the worst nightmare happened to me on Christmas Day about a year ago. I woke up and I was out of coffee and I'm talking about on Christmas morning. The kids are wanting to open presents, and I'm sitting there thinking about where I'm going to get my coffee. Pretty bad. But he says, this is Bing Crypto. He says, if you own XRP, the worst possible thing that can happen to you is to buy it and realize you bought XLM. I agree. That's a great quote. So follow Bing Crypto at Brooklyn Crypto 3. What this always reminds me of, I think I've talked about this before, but I'm a huge Sopranos fan. I've probably watched it 3 or 4 times, and I miss Tony Soprano. I really do. The guy that played him, I'm drawing a blank on his name, James Gandolfini. He died a few years after the last episode of that was filmed, and I still miss the guy. I mean, that guy was like, talk about the greatest. But to this day, if I watch The Sopranos, and I watched a few episodes the other day, when I watch that, it just makes me sad to think that guy is not alive anymore. He did such a great job. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that it is a nightmare to wake up and realize you bought decaf coffee. Thank you for listening.